So, what is the stock market? Let's break it down. We know what a market is. It's a place where people buy and sell different goods, right? So, the stock market, in a sense, is like a marketplace where instead of selling bananas and t shirts, people are buying and selling stocks. And it works more like a kind of an auction house. Now, in case you don't know what stocks are, stocks, shares, security, or equity are essentially the same thing, are partial ownership certificate of a company, and this certificate acts as proof of ownership of a certain portion of a company. So what's the point of a stock market? Well, the stock market is a place where people buy and sell stocks, right? And as you might know, these stocks can fluctuate in value, increase in value over time, or decrease in value over time. Through the stock market, people can easily have access to trade stocks between each other and either make a profit on a successful trade or a loss on an unsuccessful one. Behind each company that's traded in the stock market, there is actually a real company, and that company might benefit from being a publicly traded company and not just a private company. Now, not just any company can be traded on this stock market, but only companies that become public companies and publicly issue stock. If you want to learn what is a public company and how can a private company turn into a public one, you can click on the link. Now, back on the subject. There are quite a few benefits for both the companies that are public and for the people that can choose to invest in these companies. Let's look at a few. Now, let's start with the company. So, for the company, the main benefit is access to capital raising opportunities, both public and private financing, and also credibility and visibility with the public is enhanced, as is the corporate image. On top of that, it might be able to fund research and development, which otherwise it might have not been able to. And a couple of more benefits is that a value for the actual stock for the security can be established. How much is this company actually worth can be established. And also, liquidity for investors is enhanced since securities can be traded through a public market, so everyone can buy and sell it. Now, for the shareholders, the main benefit is to be able to become a part of a company and participate in a company's growth alongside his or her own capital. All this without actually doing all the hard work and taking the risk of opening, managing, and building a company. This possibility of investment, of course, depends if the investor actually likes and believes in the company and in the company's model, in the structure, in the products, and of course, in the future of that company. Now, alongside that, there are a few more benefits for investors, such as annual reports that you can read and go through to know exactly how the company spends its resources and money. And it can also help an investor understand what are the future plans of that company. Another pretty awesome thing is that a shareholder can actually vote on important companies' decisions via email or the brokerage directly, and there are a few other ways. A shareholder can be invited to the annual shareholders meeting, and some companies actually give out dividends. Now, there are more benefits, but we're not going to touch them now. Generally, anyone can have access to the stock market through various mediums, like, for example, a bank. Many banks offer stock trading or investing as one of their services, but one of the most popular ways to invest these days or trade these days on the market is to use an online broker. Overall, this is the stock market in a nutshell. Please like and subscribe, and hope you learned something new today.